but that action which is done in great strain by one who seeks to gratify his desires or is impelled by self-sense is said to be of the nature of passion. That karma which is done in great strain by one who seeks to gratify his desires through the fruits of action or is impelled by self-sense, such karma is said to be of the mode of rajas, passion. First of all, such a karma is done in great strain. This is worth thinking about a little. The word bahulayasam, great strain, is used. Why is God saying this? Are karmas that are done in great strain called karmas of the mode of rajas, passion? Does this mean that all the difficult things to do that are in the material world are of the mode of rajas, passion, and that everything of the mode of sattva, goodness, can be done easily? No. If you think about it a little, then no karma is with great strain. We project great strain in them. We have labeled them by saying that I went through a lot of difficulties in doing this. The same karma that is done naturally by one person gives another person great strain. There cannot be any great strain in karma. What feels like great strain in karma is something which we have in reality psychologically projected in the karma. I'll show you by way of example. There is an activity that we do not like and it gives us difficulty. We do not want to do it and yet we do it. This gives us great difficulty. If you're going to meet someone that you like, and it's easy even to travel through 4 roads, where if you're going to meet someone that you don't like, then it's difficult even to travel through the 2 roads. If the karma caused great difficulty, then it must have been more difficult to travel down 4 roads than 2 roads, but the former was a person that we liked, and therefore these 4 roads were easy to travel, whereas the latter person was a person we did not like, and therefore these 2 roads were very difficult to travel. Where did this difficulty come from? It came from our mind. I remember an example. When there are feelings, then one does not feel the difficulty of performing karmas. Therefore, what are the karmas of the mode of rajas, passion? These are karmas that are performed without feelings. I remember this example. A 12-year-old daughter had carried a 5-year-old, 6-year-old son and was walking back up a mountain. There were many tourists near them who had come there to travel. They had their rucksacks and water bags and were climbing using a stick. It was quite a steep mountain. They were climbing and this girl was climbing with the assumption that some of the tourists would give her food. The tourists had gotten tired after climbing. The tourists saw that this girl was around 12 years old herself and she was carrying her 5 or 6-year-old brother. They asked her, "Have you taken this child and you're climbing? Are you not getting tired?" The daughter said, "How can I get tired? This is my brother." Think about this. How can I get tired? This is my brother. The reason why these tourists were getting tired was because they were carrying rucksacks. They should have gone carrying their brothers. Where does this difficulties come? Where there were no feelings, then difficulties came. Where there were feelings, no difficulties could come. Therefore, the karmas that are performed without feelings are done with great difficulty. The Pandavas performed the yajna for the kingdom, and Shri Krishna picked up the used plates, yet Shri Krishna did not have difficulties in performing the karma, and Shri Krishna did not say that this karma is wrong. Why? Because he had feelings for them, and because they were his Pandavas. Many people call Guruji and say that, "Bhai, we want to come and meet you. When will you come to Mumbai?" These become 2 independent things. The first is when they can come and meet him, and the second is when he will be in Mumbai. If they wish to come and meet him, then his house is open and they can come and meet him. But they asked him when he will be in Mumbai. He tells them that I'm not in Mumbai at the moment, but if you want to come meet me, then come. Gandhivali seems very far to them. At that time he says, "That is right. It is far to go from Mumbai to Gandhivali, but it's not far to go from Gandhivali to Mumbai. For those who come through there every day, it's not too far, but for those who want to go from there, it's very far away." It is a psychology. In reality, it is such that the people who live in Mumbai do less travelling, and it feels like going to the outskirts of town to go to Gandhivali. It feels very far away from them, but not from the people who travel from Gandhivali to Mumbai every day. If you go there once, then half your day will go. If this is the case, then you should wait. But if there were feelings, then one would go running. When one says that it is very far away, then I understand that the feelings are far away, or they do not consider their own karma to be important. If your karma is important enough that you do not have to ask and get advice and then forget about Gandhivali, you reach Kashmir. You will be able to go everywhere. The great strains are not in the karma itself. The great strains are in the attitude of the person. Therefore, if one has to perform karmas with this attitude, then these are karmas of the mode of rajas, passion. This is what Shri Krishna says. Those karmas that are performed without feelings are karmas of the mode of rajas, passion. The karmas that are performed with feelings are karmas of the mode of sattva, goodness. Dr. Radhakrishnan has given a very nice definition of bahulayasam, great strain, that we have to go through our lives as doing unpleasant things from a sense of duty and feeling that unpleasantness all the time is karma of the mode of rajas, passion. This is when one does something that they don't like and still keeps doing it. If we go to an extreme case, then there are some activities that you do not like. So if you do not like them, then you do not have to perform them. A person should at least have this clarity that if I do not like this, then I should not do this. But people say that we have to perform activities that we do not like because it's our duty, so what else can we do? We have no other choice. If karmas are performed with this feeling, then they're karmas of the mode of rajas, passion. A husband goes to earn money for 8 to 10 hours a day from Monday to Saturday. Why does he do this? He says that I do not enjoy going there, but what can I do? I have a wife and I have children. I do not have any other choice. If this is the case, then his activity of earning money is an activity of the mode of rajas, passion. The wife may be cooking in the house. While doing the cooking, she may be thinking that my God is going to eat this. If she does it with this feeling, then this is a karma of the mode of sattva, goodness, and this is bhakti, devotion. But if she feels that what else can I do? I do not have a choice. He is going to come home soon at 11 o'clock, and if it's not ready, he'll begin shouting, and then makes the cooking, then this is a karma of the mode of rajas, passion. That is why Dr. Radhakrishnan says that the bahulayasam, great strain, that we have to go through in our lives is doing unpleasant things from a sense of duty and feeling that unpleasantness all the time is karma of the mode of rajas, passion. With this, I remember a very beautiful quote from the English language that it is not important to do what you like. What is more important is to like what you have to do. This is because it is not as if everybody in the world will get the work that they want. Then the way to achieve this is enjoy performing the niyat, as ordained by the law, by the scriptures, karma that has come. On the other hand, you say that you do not enjoy it, and yet you have no choice apart from to do it. This person is pulled in all directions like a bull, and this is a karma of the mode of rajas, passion. Professor Radhakrishnan continues by saying that but doing it gladly, in utter self-consciousness, with a smile on the lips, as Socrates drank hemlock, is of the mode of sattva, goodness. Even if karma that you do not like comes, doing it with a feeling of witness and with utter self-consciousness, with a smile on the lips, as Socrates drank hemlock, is of the mode of sattva, goodness. This is because Socrates knew that if he drank it, then he would die, yet he still drank it. Plato has described this whole event very beautifully about when Socrates drank the cup of hemlock. The pupils were all very sad. They said that, Master, now will you not be any more? Socrates said that, is this what you've learnt from me? This body will go after I drink the hemlock, but I will remain. And of the person who was pouring the hemlock in his cup, is as described in the Greek scriptures, tears came into his eyes. Just like during the Indian independence struggle, when such great people were hanged, that led to the jailers having tears in their eyes, that it's such a shame, my duty, that I have to hang such a great person. In the same way, the person that was pouring hemlock in a cup to kill Socrates had tears in his eyes because he had adoration in his heart for Socrates. Socrates went to him and asked him, why are you getting sad? Just for the poison for me to do with the others. The person said, but Master, you will go. Socrates replied that I will not go. I will stay here. My body will go, and if my body doesn't go now, then it will go in 10 years or so. When Socrates was given the cup of hemlock, then the aristocracy of Greece, who had accused him of corrupting the youth of Athens, asked Socrates again that, tell us, all these teachings of truth that you're giving to all these people, if you stop these activities, then we will release you to let you live. They told him that. Socrates says, give me the cup quickly. This is because what I'm telling is the truth, so how can I keep quiet about it? These people gave him another route by saying that you should leave Athens instead. Socrates said, no, give me the cup. And after drinking the cup of hemlock, Socrates went by saying to his people sitting around him that now I have become separated from my feet. I do not feel any pain in my feet, and my feet feel heavy. The effect of the poison began coming upwards, and Socrates said, now I feel as if the body beneath my waist is no longer there, but look, I'm still speaking. This means that despite the body beneath my waist not being there, I am still here. The poison began affecting his stomach, and this began affecting Socrates' speech. But even at that time, Socrates said that I am not able to speak, yet I'm still here because my mind is still here. I can see that the parts of my body are becoming separated from me, but I can still perceive. Slowly and slowly, the beats of his heart began to reduce as a result of the effect of the poison. He began to stop seeing with his eyes, and Socrates said, I cannot see, yet I am still here. Then he said, now I cannot hear, yet I am still here. Then Socrates said to his pupils, remember that perhaps now I am able to speak a little, but after a while my ability to speak will go away. Yet despite this, I will still be there because the soul is immortal and the truth always remain. Saying this, Socrates left his life. We fortunately do not get the opportunity to drink hemlock in this material world. Yet even if we get works to do which we do not like and can still do them, then this is called karma of the mode of sattva goodness. Even Socrates' activity of drinking the hemlock was a karma of the mode of sattva goodness. And even if we drink juice, we drink it as if we're dying. We complain that the tangerines are too sour, that the oranges are not right, or there's no ice. He's drinking juice like where Socrates drank poison while he was laughing. You cannot even drink juice. If this is the case, then our activity of drinking the juice is a karma of the mode of rajas, passion. This is the difference between an act of love and an act of law. If you perform an act with love, then it becomes a karma of the mode of sattva goodness. And if you perform an act of law, and because you have to do it, then it's a karma of the mode of rajas, passion. This is the difference between an act of grace and an act of obligation. An act of grace is a karma of the mode of sattva goodness, whereas an act of obligation that this person did this, and therefore I have to do this, is a karma of the mode of rajas. If a feeling of adoration, compassion, or love arises in your mind towards another person, and you take out 10 rupees from your pocket and give it to him to eat something, then it's karma of the mode of sattva goodness. On the other hand, if we have received a wedding invitation and Chagan Lal has given us 5 rupees before, so we send 11 rupees, take out the money, then the 11 rupees that we're sending is karma of the mode of rajas, passion. The 10 rupees you gave to the person for food earlier was karma of the mode of sattva goodness, whereas the 11 rupees you give to Chagan Lal was an act of obligation, and therefore it was a karma of the mode of rajas, passion. This is because there was no bliss in giving it. We should think about how we make even the day-to-day actions that we perform into karmas that are either of the mode of sattva, the mode of rajas, passion, or the mode of tamas, donas. Then it is said in this verse that karmas that are performed by one who seeks to gratify his desires or is impelled by self-sense are karmas of the mode of rajas, passion. That is why you see that many people perform karmas but get so much egotism from them as if they have to put their autograph on each and every karma they perform. They keep showing everyone that I did this, I did this, I did this. This is egotism. Therefore, karmas of the mode of rajas, passion, are described in this verse. The next verse will now describe karmas of the mode of tamas, donas.